Chicago, 2011. A cop is murdered. Police and prosecutors swear they have the trigger man. He swears he didn't do it. How far will each side go to prove they're right?
Like it's just one bombshell after another, where you're like, what?
The story of a PlayStation, a brain-eating amoeba, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Off Duty, out now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill, too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
History shows women keep showing up for everyone, every day. But who's showing up for you? Grow Therapy helps you put your mental health first with therapy that's covered by insurance and built to support you. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0, depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/ACAST to get started. That's growtherapy.com/ACAST. growtherapy.com/ACAST. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Hello and welcome back to the Psych Legal Pop Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about popular culture through the lens of an attorney and a therapist. I'm Tess Brigham. I'm the therapist.
And I'm Brooke Brigham. I'm the attorney.
And we are back today with Love is Blind, Season 10, Episode 12, The Weddings. And half, 4.5 weddings, 3.5 weddings. I don't know how many weddings it was. But, and a breakup that Brittany just doesn't know about yet.
A couple breakups, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, one off camera, one non-wedding breakup,
yes,
which was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, God. So, yeah, let's just dive into it. So we're going to talk about the weddings. We're going to talk about some of the, things that have been put out. This cast really, really wants to make their feelings known.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody is posting and talking, and then exes are coming out of the woodwork and all that good stuff. So we're going to talk about that. So if you don't like that, and those are spoilers, please turn this off now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be some spoilers because these people are just talking like crazy.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is the show came out on Wednesday and I watched it. I think I watched it yesterday morning or something, and yesterday was Friday. And so the time between Wednesday and Friday to avoid spoilers. I mean, Peggy was our social media manager is texting us. I'm like, God damn it, Peggy, no spoilers. Spoilers. I'm like, she didn't really spoil anything, but she was sort of alluding to things. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah. Well, now
like avoiding TikTok.
Things. Yeah. And it's not just this episode. They're now, we're now getting spoilers about the reunion.
Yes. Yeah.
Talking about what happens at the reunion and if people are still together or not and that type of thing. So yeah, spoilers abound.
Yes.
What can I say?
All right. Okay. Well, let's start with Mike and Emma. And I think Mike was like, oh, God damn it, you were going to say no. And I was just going to be able to walk away. But now I have to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Which was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I think Mike made the right decision. And I think even Emma is like, yeah, he did make the right decision, right? I think she's like, I love you and I needed to say yes. And he loves her, but I need to say no. But
yeah, he
two,
was very direct. He was prepared to have to do this.
Yeah.
He didn't look surprised, but he looked like, oh, okay, I'm the one who's going to have to to break this off. And he said it very succinctly. He said, I
Mhm.
love you. Right now, I'm not ready. I want kids, and I want to know 100% that you do too. And he did the right thing. And
Yes.
absolutely. But then the parents they pan to the parents in the audience, and the parents all look really taken aback. Like they were surprised by this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. His parents just seem so confused. Like his parents are just like, what's happening? You're happy. We're happy. Okay, great. Fine. One thing that I thought was really interesting is this whole baby thing. And this is why I really feel like there's lots of people out there. I think that if Mike and Emma get married, they're going to have, so they're having children. I worry that Mike is always going to wonder in the back of his mind, is she happy?
Or did you really want this?
Did you really want this? So there's a big part of me. It's a little bit like people who get together after cheating and they cheated on other people and now they're together. It's like, yeah, you're always kind of looking at that person going, well, you cheated on your ex with me. So what stops you? And so I think it's almost for him, as much as he may love her and care about her, I think that he is like, I can't be with someone who I don't know is going to be like down and he's not wrong. Like he wants to be with someone who wants to have children. And this needs to be exciting to them.
Right.
And fun.
Right.
Not,
and Emma,
oh God, no.
Emma's sister really was a wet blanket. He's sitting there listening to her saying that if she had to do it all over again, she wouldn't have children, and children really, kind of not ruin your life, but like limit you.
I'm so glad these kids can't possibly see this. Oh no, wait, it's
one of the kids was there. One of the kids was there. Right there. I know she's young, but she's not that young and she's not stupid. Okay. Her mom is 2 feet away from her saying, if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't have had you.
I don't want you, Susie.
You're
bringing me down.
I hope that woman, took a serious look at what she did there and that she needs some therapy or something because she's happy.
She spilled too much. She shared too much.
Yeah,
again, this is
that's going to freak Mike out because, her family is not that excited about her. And the mom is even saying, it's okay if you don't have kids. I mean, they are so not vested in having children at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think they're two very different families. I think Mike has a very traditional Italian close-knit family. I think Emma's family is close-knit as well, but just in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the parents were talking at the end and I was like, yeah, I think the parents really got it. Like, because Emma's mom's like, listen, Mike should have kids if he wants to have kids. She's almost saying like, Mike should not pick Emma.
Right. This was a good outcome.
Yeah. This is a good thing. Like, and I think that was funny to just see all the parents together. I'm like, all of them are looking at each other going, this was the right outcome. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. So.
Yeah, and then they had a very mature talk. He went upstairs to talk to her and, it was very mature, the whole thing. Yeah. And I kept thinking, are they going to date after the show? Because they could. They didn't have like this messy breakup. They could date, but I don't know. I think Mike wants to move on and find, someone who wants to have kids. I mean, he's right away. Like 30, 33 or something. Yeah, no,
he does not want, and that's the other thing. This whole time, their conversation never changed.
Mm-hmm.
They should have never gotten together in the pods. Yeah. But okay. But the conversation never changed. There was never any movement. There was never any like, I'm thinking about this in a new way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing it now and I'm seeing this. It was always like, I don't know. So the thing is, Mike wants to have kids right away. So he needs to meet someone who's ready to get married within a year, in a year from now. And then someone who's going to get pregnant on the honeymoon and go. And Emma's going to hem and haw.
Yeah, maybe if she had said something in her vows about, I really want to have a family with you someday. I mean, just anything. She didn't give him anything.
No, and this baby thing. I mean, this is the thing. Like, love does not keep people together. Love, right? These two people. Everyone thinks love can cure all and conquer all. It's like no. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and you meet people, and we all have these soulmates and people that we don't end up with, and we have such a hard time believing that it's a good thing sometimes to let someone go, to like say, I love you. And as much as I love you, but you and I we want different lives. I mean, truly, that's really what they're talking about. They want different lives.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
all right.
That's Mike and Emma.
Yes. But I have not seen anything about them. Like,
No.
I don't see of course, Mike.
No, they have no
ex-girlfriends,
Yeah.
no skeletons, no nothing.
Yeah.
Mike is, Mike's, I bet you
Mike's a
anything
good
by the
guy.
reunion. He's a good guy. And I hope that he tells us he's dating someone that he's really happy with, because I want to see him happy. Okay.
Me too.
Him and Connor.
Yes.
Those two. And Vic. Sorry. Vic is a given. All right. Jordan and Amber. These two, there's all this kooky stuff's coming out about them, and we got receipts and we've got pictures of, and I find the two of them so odd. What is happening here? Like, apparently a lot more happened between the two of them than what was shown.
Yeah. Well, I think they gave them a favorable edit because they were one of the only couples who got married, said I do. And they wanted it to be more Cinderella-like than it really was. And this is what I'm upset about. Justice for little Emma. I can't believe what they put this girl through.
This whole thing. Yeah.
I'm pissed. That poor girl looked so confused. She looked like a deer in headlights when they said, well, we'll get to her reaction when, at the end. Well, I can just say it now.
Yeah,
I guess.
Just say it now.
So when they said, okay, so basically what happens is, Jordan is extremely, extremely nervous. And I was thinking, oh, he's going to say no. He did not look like he wanted to get married at all. He was a mess.
Yeah.
And then he gets to the altar and Amber says, yes, but I understand if you don't. I'm a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's
okay, Amber.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. You need to work on you, Amber.
Yeah. And there's other things about that too. Anyway, so we're just going to work backwards. We're going to start with this, and then we're going to work backwards.
Like Memento. Here, people, we got to piece it together.
Issues, okay? So she says, yeah, if you want to. I know I'm a lot. And it's like, oh, that's romantic. And so, a long pause, he's thinking. And he's like, I'm going to go with my heart and say yes. And everyone is shocked. And not they pan the audience. All the family members are shocked. Everybody's shocked. Emma's shocked. She's crying. She doesn't understand what is happening. And so, now what's coming out is, had they agreed to both say no? Had they agreed to both say yes? What did they agree to? And maybe Jordan went rogue or she went rogue and he didn't want to look bad. So that's why he said yes, because things are coming out that it does not sound like they had a very stable relationship. And I think there was a lot of drama, but it wasn't shown, so we don't know what's going on.
I'm also wondering how much time they really spent together, because prior to them getting married, we're having this conversation about where they're going to live. Mm-hmm. And this where they're going to live, again, is a huge part of it, which is she lives in Mount Vernon, which I take is a suburb or kind of far out. He wants to, he's a man of town, so he needs to stay in Columbus.
He needs to be there for the bars and the concerts.
The nightlife, Yeah. So there's nowhere in between. And, obviously Amber doesn't want Emma to take her out of school. Like just hearing that. And then someone in his family is like, well, can't you find something in the outskirts? And there's like one neighborhood they both agree on. I'm like, oh, this is a mess. Like, where are you two even going to live?
Take Emma. Look, he has to move to Mount Vernon. That's the reality. You cannot take Emma away from her dad and her school. Yeah. You cannot do that to her. So, did they not have these discussions? I mean, that's the thing. Amber did not protect this. It was almost like, well, she was thinking she could negotiate something with him, or she should have just been upfront. Like, no, if you want to be with me, this is where we're living, because this is
Yeah.
where my daughter goes to school and her father is here. Point blank, period. That's the end of the discussion. And if Jordan didn't want to do that, look, you're going to be married. You're not going to be going out to bars and going to
Mhm.
concerts. And if you want to go to, how often do you go to a concert? You can drive an hour when Emma's with
Yeah.
her dad
Well,
and go see a concert. Like he didn't want to be there. Remember, this is the guy who said that his one non-negotiable in the pods was a woman with a child.
mhm.
And here we
Yeah.
are. And this is why. And he should not have, he shouldn't have dated her. He shouldn't have even got to this point.
Yeah, I think, I understand why Amber came on the show, but it sounds like, yeah, you have a kid and she was very upfront and honest about having this child. And but it's like, you need to make this your priority. You needed to walk into each pod meeting and basically like, I have a kid. This is where we live. I
Right.
cannot live.
And
I
not
cannot
moving.
move. Not moving within outside of the school district, let's
Mhm.
say. And see what happens. But I think, again, like I said, the pods are like 2 a.m. at the bar when it's closing.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody is making plans to, right? Or like you're leaving someone from camp and you're going to be best friends forever.
Right.
All of those experiences where you go through something very intense or something. And then you go, it's like not one of these people thought this through at all.
No, this
all.
is so ill-conceived. And yeah, and even okay, and another thing, like, okay, Amber's friends and family, when she's getting ready
Mm-hmm.
and they're all, oh, Amber, I'm so happy for you. You deserve this. You've had such a hard time. And I'm just thinking, well, who has Amber been dating? Like murderers? I mean, what is so special about Amber's dating history that is so awful that, oh, you deserve this, that you've been through a lot? It's like, and that single mom thing, like this shame that she feels. It's like,
yes.
Okay, first of all, it sounds like Emma's father is like, has her 50% of the time and
Mm-hmm.
this doesn't sound like some drama where some guy just left you high and dry.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, you've been through much. There's millions and millions of families living just like this. Like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, I didn't like how she was making it seem like because she's a mom, because she has a child, she's somehow worse or not as good as or damaged. There's that part of it. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, you've been through so much, all of this. It's like, well, maybe then this isn't the right place to be. Maybe therapy, maybe something else. Like maybe you need to work through all that, because if that's the thing, if you're sitting on your wedding day thinking about all the people that have wronged you,
right,
and all your past relationships and all the things in which, I mean, your attitude should be like, I went through a lot. I'm so grateful. I learned about myself, and now this led me to here to be with this person. But I think that's the problem is that Jordan's, I think, and she knows this, Jordan's not the person. So,
yeah, and her brother knew it.
The brother. I mean, 2 minutes before they walk out.
Yeah. He's like, I
that was
don't
weird
expect
timing.
Jordan to say yes. It's like, well,
now you're saying
God.
this? That's all I could think was, you're right, but now?
Right. This is not the time.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I don't know.
So I know a bunch of stuff has come out. Like she had some, she had these receipts talking about, I guess, showing people her communication with the producers. Did you see any of this?
Yeah. And I don't totally understand it, but I think it goes back to, did they have an agreement that they were both going to say no? And that when Amber said yes, he was surprised and he didn't want to look like the bad guy and say no. And so he just said yes. That's one theory. And I don't know, she's leaking these texts to producers, and I'm not quite sure what she's trying to prove, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't quite understand the long text. I was hoping you could explain it to me because I was confused.
I just learned about them this morning and I was like, huh? I don't know that there just seems to be all this. She's trying to do damage control over it. And it's like, and I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe
maybe someone in the audience can explain it to me. To us, because
to me, like I'm a 5-year-old. I mean, I don't get it. But I think it's pretty clear, and we'll find out for sure at the reunion. But they're not together.
Yeah,
anymore.
I guess it only lasted 3 months. And here's the thing: did he even go out to Mount Vernon? I mean,
did he move in with her?
I bet you anything he never moved in. I bet you anything that they went in circles for a while, and finally one of them was like, "We got to call it."
Well, I heard that he just kind of packed up all his stuff and left one day.
Okay, well maybe
he came home from work and he was gone. But I don't think he actually moved in.
Yeah,
I think he just had some clothes there. So he got a box. He put his stuff in a box or a suitcase or something, and just
one trip.
Left.
Yeah,
because he was not about living that lifestyle. He wanted to be out in the bars, whatever. But again, poor Emma, can you imagine? She meets this man the day before the wedding.
Yeah.
What does she spend like an hour with him?
Yeah.
She probably doesn't understand this whole love is blind, the fakeness of it. And what is this? She has no idea. Here she is, she's at a wedding and her mom is getting married. I don't know what she's been telling her this whole time. Mm-hmm. And then she says, maybe she didn't expect her mom to say yes, because maybe Amber wasn't going to say yes. Maybe she told her something to that effect, because she was shocked.
Yeah.
She looked shocked and then she started crying. So she was completely confused about what was going on. And then this man starts spending the night at her house. And then a couple months later, he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Love is Blind cannot cast people with children.
No.
Simply because you are going to hurt a child. Like,
it's ethically it's not right. Yeah.
Because this whole thing moves too fast. And truly, even if he met Emma at the airport coming back from Mexico, it still wasn't enough time.
Still not enough. No.
So.
No, it's insane. And the fact that Amber couldn't see that is concerning.
Well,
and the way she talks to her when they were getting ready, she says to Emma, "You're my best friend. Thank you for going through life with me." You don't say that to a child. Like, that's too much pressure.
Yeah. And you guys aren't best friends. You shouldn't be best friends. It's not how it works. You need to find your own friends.
Well, and you can be friends with your child. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You can be a parent and be a friend, but that's a lot of pressure. You're my best friend. Thank you for going through life with me.
But do you think
it's her partner?
So here's a question. I don't know what the answer is though. So do you think that when your child is under the age of 18, like from, in college, let's say, because I understand the friend thing now, like Layla's 22, that absolutely I can see that. But do you think that you can be a friend with your child while they're living under your roof?
At a certain point, I do. And I think it depends on the child. Some children really need that firm boundary. Mm-hmm. And and if you try to, kind of let off, they'll take advantage of you. Mm. So it depends on your child. And I don't know, it just depends on the relationship. But, but that's the thing. I mean, here's this. It's a blurry line because, Layla and I would do stuff together that, you might do with your friends, shopping, and traveling, and
holding luggage in Guatemala for her.
Right. Yes. We like to do the same things, and so I know she's my daughter, but I like being with her.
Yeah. Which is great, which is nice.
We get along. Yeah. She's nice to me. I'm nice to her. Mm-hmm. So there is sort of a friendship element, but trust me, that can change in a heartbeat. We can be, driving down the road, chit-chatting, and everything's fine. And I say the one wrong thing and she's just like, then she goes into
because your mom,
thing.
because your mom,
exactly.
like that's at the end of the day,
Right.
We spend time with our mom and I love her and all of that. But at the end of the day, she would say something to me and I'd be like, God damn it, shut up.
Like,
even though you're
annoying,
even though you're completely right and justified in your thoughts and feelings, shut up.
Exactly.
All right. So, I mean, I guess I'm just thinking like, I would like my son to have friends. I don't want a boy's best friend should not be his mother. I don't want to be his best friend. Like, and I don't think that's very healthy. Like,
no,
he
if
needs
that's
to have
all
his
you
own
have,
friend.
That's unhealthy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So should we talk about Devontae and Brittany?
Okay.
All right. Devontae is, things
He's in
are,
trouble.
he is in trouble. And I can't even keep up with all of the stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
But, Brittany, what is happening? And why aren't your parents stopping you?
They're encouraging her.
Yes, this is the problem. But they've been married for a long time. And, they know that marriage won't make you happy. Marriage will not make you feel good. Marriage will not make you feel like you're
I
enough.
don't think they know that. I think that they believe that. And they were in on the buying of the dress. They were in on all of this. They are enablers.
I guess so. I guess they are. I don't want to think that, but you're right. They must be if they're not stopping and if they have not. I mean, you can't stop your daughter from buying a dress, but yeah, I think it sounds like the mom was on the same page. I mean, if Layla wanted to buy it, I mean, I think you just have to stop the person and just be like, please don't do this.
That's crazy. Don't do that.
You also don't know who you're going to be and what you're going to want when you get married.
Right. You don't even know where you're going to get married. You might get married on a beach and you need like a little slip dress. I mean, yeah. You don't need that big old wedding gown.
Yeah. Yeah. But you see very clearly, like she's not thinking about marriage. She's not thinking about any of that. She's thinking about the wedding. She's thinking about this thing that she's got to do. And God, I just was reading something. There's a phrase for it. It's like it's the arrival fallacy. It's the belief that once I arrive to what the goal is, then I will feel good. Everything, right? Once I make $1 million, once I lose 40 pounds, once I lose this, once I lose that. And sure enough,
I'm going to defend Devontae here just a little bit.
Brooke. Because have you seen the picture comparisons to him to like E.T.?
Oh, no.
And to Care Bears.
That's mean. I know he looks like a Care Bear. I know he looks like a gummy bear. I know. Okay. I know. But, I'm not, this has nothing to do. Yeah, we can't talk about looks here.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So he was very freaked out by this wedding dress thing and all of it.
Yes.
He said to her, he felt like that she would marry anybody, it wasn't like she wanted to marry him, that she would marry anybody. And she was so, and I see that, and he's right. That is the energy that she was giving off, and he was freaked out by the wedding dress. And so when they open up the scene, they're on a couch, and this is the first thing that she says about this topic, the fact that they're not going to get married. She's like, I had the dress, the nails, the lashes, all the things ready to be married. And her parents are so excited. So again, this isn't about Devontae or loving him or anything. It's like, I had all my, beauty stuff in my dress. I was ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Family coming in town. I think it's a combination of I had everything ready, plus I'm now embarrassed.
Yeah.
In front of these people. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that I get that energy. I mean, and I don't blame him for being turned off by that. I think that's what he was turned off by. I think he could have gotten over all the other excuses he was making that, she never dated a woman of color and whatever. I think that if she was genuine and he felt that, then he would have gotten over that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why in Mexico, he had an out. He had an out. He really did. Because I think he felt it then. He knew this wasn't going to work then. And, it was too much. And I'm, okay, I'm with you on this Devante thing, because that's what we're saying about Mexico. She's upset that he's not there when she wakes up. He's upset. It's very codependent. She wants to have a very codependent relationship with whomever she marries. And Devante doesn't want to get married, period.
Yeah. Yeah. And even another act of desperation, she even says she's willing to get a prenup.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just, I wonder if she already broke her promise about not having sex. Now she's
sure she did.
Get the prenup. I mean, she will do anything. And she's so desperate with all this. Oh, we're still together, right? We're engaged, right? We're going to be together, right? So she thinks she's just on pause.
Yes. Yeah, no, she's calling him her best friend, the love of her life. But you look at that and like Devante, he took everything he owned when he left that house. He's like, well, I got to go. He's got these bags, right? He is not, and he's like, I don't care about that hat. I don't care about the hat. I'm never coming back. Like, you knew when he said goodbye, that was it. Like he probably, unless she forces him to do it, like he's never gonna call her again.
Called her ever again. She called him, left some messages, and then
he might have texted back and been like, busy, I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
and then this was the other thing that he said was, he's like, well, normally I would have just gone through with the wedding and just kind of endured, right? Normally I would be like Jordan. Right. You know what I mean? I would have been Jordan. But now I've grown so much. And I'm like, okay, the day of, I mean, you couldn't have, I mean, she was making the lash appointment, the nail appointment. You don't think that you could have stopped before then, before she did the wedding dress shopping? I mean, I think he knew that this was not going to happen. And it's kind of crappy to do it on the day. You know what I mean? To get her all the way to this point, because you knew that. But I'm glad he did that. So the big controversy with him is that exes of his are coming out and saying that he is he's a serial cheater. That apparently, like, one woman came out and said he cheated on me, and then another woman came out and said, oh, wait a minute, I think I was dating him at the same time. And then like someone else came out saying, all four of these women are white that I've heard. That he's, that he's a serial cheater, and that, again, this is a spoiler for the reunion, that apparently as of the reunion, Devante he's with someone and engaged, and she's pregnant. So,
well, when he was on the show, a woman has come out and said that when he was on the show, they were together. They just broke up in December of this past December. So the show wrapped in, like, I don't know.
They said it was April. They were talking about like April. Yeah.
Yeah. So she knew he was going on the show. He told her that he was just doing it to get brand deals.
Oh, he told her that? Or I'm sorry. He told the girlfriend. Got it.
He told the girlfriend that he had in 2025. That he was going on the show just for brand deals. And then, he came home and they continued to be boyfriend, girlfriend. And, then he broke up with her like at the end of 2025, met someone else. And then, like you said, is now engaged to that person and expecting a child. So not good. There's no excuse for any of that. I mean, well, what he did to Brittany is like a separate issue, but I mean, but it's not, like, it just shows his character. Like, I don't know. I mean,
well, what's been interesting is all of this stuff's come out. And so one of the things that people are dragging him about is the fact that at the end, he walks out and he's getting into a Honda. And everyone's like, prenup? Really? you're driving a
Hondas
Honda.
are good cars.
No, but that's the thing. He defended. So instead of him being like defending, saying, no, I didn't cheat on anyone. No, that didn't happen. It's like, he's like, why is everyone making fun of my Honda? Honda's a good car. But
maybe he can get a brand deal with them.
Yes. No, I'm sure he is. He's thinking that way. He's thinking about getting that Honda brand deal. But it's just funny because he's not defending any of these things, which makes us all go, okay, then it's true. And your biggest concern about all of this is that people are making fun of your Honda.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to have a rough time at the reunion, but...
Oh, and I saw one other thing. It's more of a visual, but so this was a side-by-side. Apparently, there are some photos of Devontae, like much like Chris, using a lot of filters for maybe Instagram, the Instagram photo. So it is of him, but it's like half shaded. So you only see one side of his face. And he looks, it's him, but it's him like the male model version of him. Like if you saw that photo, you would think this guy is so fucking hot. Like, oh my God. And then this guy walks out. Yeah. Psych Legal Pop. We'll be back after these messages.
Chicago, 2011. A cop is murdered. Police and prosecutors swear they have the trigger man. He swears he didn't do it. How far will each side go to prove they're right?
Like it's just one bombshell after another, where you're like, what?
The story of a PlayStation, a brain-eating amoeba, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Off Duty, out now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Look, if these men were nice men, we would not be making fun of their looks.
Yeah.
But it's the personality,
It's this attitude of, oh, I thought I've never dated a woman of color before. Like, just the fact that it's like, well, then, okay, didn't you think that was a possibility? Why did you go on the show where you couldn't see the person? If looks mean that much to you, then maybe this is not the show for you.
Yeah.
That's why he's annoying. And he's annoying because, I'm sorry, you knew what was going on this whole time. You did. You knew she wanted this badly. And you knew you were never going to get there. And you wait till now.
He should have. Yeah, I should have left in Mexico. And he also had another out that his grandfather passed away.
Yes.
He had so many chances to leave and he didn't. And that's not right. Because he even says he always had doubts.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Anyway, yeah. So at the end, he kind of looks at his watch and he's like, well, I got to go. He literally just like slithers on out of there and he says, we'll be in touch.
Well, he says it like, well, we'll be in touch. She's like, oh, I hate you. You're so silly. Like, I'm like, no, Brittany, that's really what he means. We will be in touch. Like, no. Brittany, I mean, I really hope we see, I really want to know what Brittany's thinking.
I hope Brittany has taken a look at this and said, you know what?
I got to look at myself.
I need to shift my attitude about this whole thing because she's never going to find anyone with this approach. She's going to scare everybody.
Well, not even that. It's just you're going to get married to get married. You're going to check the box to check the box. And you're going to then have children with this person. And then you're going to wake up and go, I cannot stand this person, or they're not nice to me, or, there were so many red flags that it's like you are never going to be able to see it. So it could be like her parents are hurting her. Like she could end up because she wants to get married so badly, meeting and marrying someone that could like wipe her out financially or do something really awful be abusive. Like that's the other part of it too is the parents are not
because
helping.
Abusive men prey on people like her.
Yes. Yes, they do.
They can sense that, she'll put up with anything.
Yeah, she will.
Oh boy.
Really?
Well, R.I.P. Brittany and Devontae.
Yes.
I can't wait for the reunion to see.
Well, let's talk about Ashley and Alex. This, and I'm going to say something a little controversial here. I think not completely, but I do want to defend Alex a little bit. Like the speech, it really felt like he's down. He's down, Ashley. It's enough. Do you know what I mean?
Stop.
It's like, stop kicking him. I mean, and I kept thinking, this is the end. No. It just felt a little much. I don't know how you took it in, but it felt like a lot.
No, I agree. I think she came off as a asshole. And, she started this segment by saying that she was showing some empathy to Alex, talking about how they had different childhoods, that she'd had a stable childhood and loving family. And, he had a very different experience. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. Cause I feel the same way. And, I know people are going to come at me, but I too have a lot of empathy for Alex. And I don't think he's that bad as the season has gone on. I don't think he's that bad. And I think that the reason why he can't remember a lot of things from his past is because I think his life is complete chaos.
Yeah. And he also might be disassociating. A lot of people, like if you've had tons of abuse and trauma, like maybe he just doesn't remember. He's put it back. Do I think that Alex is a great guy? No. Do I think Alex could become a better person? Yes. I think he's got it in him. I think that if he worked through, I would put my money on Alex before Devontae. That's for sure. Because I think that I think he's been through a lot. And I also think that he's very stuck in his life and he feels like he needs to show the world that he's confident, that he's charming, that nothing gets him down. And he also needs to make sure that we all, respect him. And, and it's like, if you just stopped with this stuff, if you just like, nobody cares that you day trade.
Just be yourself.
If you were just who you are. But I don't think Alex knows who he is. I think Alex has been running from place to place to place to figure out who he is. And it's like, no, you gotta go back and look at yourself and look at what made you to get here. And then you can move forward.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessary for her to rake him over the coals like this. And I didn't understand Ashley because she was speaking so glowingly of him. Is this just all an act?
Yeah, I think it is.
She's talking to the camera. You're like, oh, what's happening here?
Because I think they're making her. Yeah, I think before it, you have to have all of these neutral statements and love statements. No, you're right. And love statements. But it is a little bit of like, wow. There's this huge difference. And her dad, hello, little sweetie. Hello, sweetie. That's how she greeted her.
I couldn't even hear what you just said. I saw your mouth moving, but there was no sound.
Hello, little sweetie. Hello, little sweetie. Like in this baby voice. Hello, little sweetie. Hello. I mean, he treats her like a child. Yeah. And I bet you anything he helped her. He helped her with that speech.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's like a closing argument. Yeah.
He's like, and then you say this, and then you say this.
Yeah. I know, like Alex, and then they cut to Alex talking about how Ashley is a top tier partner. And then he does all these soccer analogies and comparing the wedding day to soccer. Now we're walking out on the field and now everyone's excited and ready to go. And then the whistle blows. And then it's just like, okay, Alex.
But that's the thing. I'm not nervous. I'm not, it's like, it's okay if you're nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm not this. I'm not that. Right. Like, it's okay. No one is expecting you not to be nervous, but that's the problem. He can't even own nervousness. He can't even own that and be like, I'm anxious.
Well, was there a text that leaked where he was basically, was this to her? Where he was basically saying that, look, we know we didn't get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was a text that he wrote to her beforehand. Well, we didn't get there, but I had a great time going through this experience with you, and I have a lot of respect for you. Whatever, this nice text, like they had agreed that they were both going to say no.
Mm-hmm.
But then she co-opted that.
Yes.
In fact, she even interrupted.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go first.
Mm-hmm.
And she just yanked that from him. She started in with her speech because she wanted to go first, because she wanted to dress him down and give her speech.
And she wanted the world to know, I'm dumping you. You're not dumping me. And again, that is showing you a lot about Ashley, because Ashley's whole story of like, a year ago, I would have put up with this. A year ago, I would have done this. I would have done that. And it's like, this is great, Ashley. Yeah. I'm glad you're choosing yourself. I'm glad you're doing all these things. But, I don't know if I don't think this speech, like the speech isn't you being mature. It isn't you believing in yourself.
No,
the speech isn't that.
Mature. Yeah.
Like this isn't, she thinks that she's making this big mic drop moment. And it's a little bit like, no, I mean, I think you could have said that you felt like he disconnected once you got to the back to the apartment. But to say that he's a liar and to question his integrity, I'm a little bit with him on this, because hold on a second, you're calling him a liar, but he's saying to you, like,
he's being honest about how he feels.
Yeah. But also, if she seems to have a real issue with these situationships that he was in, and that he was like, would go sleep with this person and then maybe just walk over, and just, that ends. And then this new
That's
one.
all men, Ashley. Good luck finding, I mean, go get a virgin then, if that's what you want.
Well, and also it's also women. Women do this shit too. But it's men. Yeah, men can, men will. Maybe you don't, Ashley. Maybe you couldn't do that, but a lot of people can. So, it's not a judgment, but this is the rumor that came out that I heard from Storytime with Ricky. Apparently, there's something coming out that Ashley was seeing her ex while living in the apartments with Alex.
Yeah, sure. I believe it.
So everybody's like, well, is that cheating? I mean, here she is calling him a liar, calling him this, calling him that. Like, you're not being honest either.
Exactly. You're supposed to be you're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
You got engaged. You're planning a wedding and you're seeing your ex-boyfriend. I mean, yeah, Ashley is full of shit. She's one of these people who acts so holier than thou, and she's not. She's a dishonest person. We all do dishonest things, and in certain ways, and some more than others. But she. Yeah, she's a piece of work.
Well, and they kept calling her like Barbie bride.
Yeah.
There's a lot of because I think what really bothered Ashley was that he wasn't attracted to her. And I think, and she's very beautiful. And I think, yes, I think you've gotten attention your whole life. I think you have been treated this way and all of that. So that really, it's almost like she's so angry at him that she had to then poke holes in all these stories. And again, do I think he's slick and do I like him? Would I want to spend time with Alex? I don't want to spend time with Alex. Yeah, I think he's slick. Yeah, he has an answer for everything. But again, it didn't feel like, I don't feel like that's enough to call someone a liar on national television,
Yeah, no, she didn't come off well. She actually made Alex.
Yes,
look cool.
Now we're defending him.
Now we're defending
this nitwit. Oh God. Okay,
let's talk about some of these family and friends.
Okay, can we talk about the mom and what the mom wore?
She wore a sparkly mermaid dress,
but wasn't it short? It wasn't long.
But it looks like to me. That's what I thought. Sparkly mermaid dress. It's that kind of mermaid cut.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was completely inappropriate.
But it was so crazy. I'm like, you're this is not your day, right? You do know. I mean, it's a very
Even if
interesting
it were,
choice.
who would wear that?
Yeah, it's a very interesting choice. And I swear to God, when Alex greeted her, there was a part of me that was like, I feel like he hired this woman. I don't think this is his mother. I feel like he's hired her to play the role of his mother. If we hadn't seen that podcast, the YouTube channel with her on it and them talking about their lives, I would think that she was a hired actor because and again, I think we're also seeing there's not that connection. There's not a lot of warmth. There's not a lot of like, she was not she did not sound like a nurturing mother. And I really think that she prioritized herself over him the entire time. And so he's in this this is why he's so, he's all over the place having to feel like he needs to be cool and be confident, is that he really doesn't know. He doesn't know what love is. Maybe he doesn't really know what it's like to be loved.
Yeah, I mean, she was his only family member there. And he had some like hot MAGA guy friends.
Yeah.
that were there. And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. I think Alex is, I think he sees his mom, I don't know, a few times a year. It's probably the most he's seen her
in a long time.
On the show in years. And he doesn't really have a family. And God, I'm feeling worse and worse for him. I've got to stop.
Yeah, the part with the mom, the fact that the mom, and this is also, I think, what is keeping Alex stuck, is I think that if mom had gone through and worked through her own issues and mom, was able to come back to Alex and say, I am so sorry. I take ownership of this. I take ownership of that. I put you in these terrible positions. I should have protected you. Like, I do wonder if he would be different, but that's the problem. She's still living in this.
Right,
your life was hard, but mine was better. But my nice, stable parents raised you. So, and I decided to have a child with this man that's going to run off, whatever that story is of how the whole family, how they got together, all of that. There's just no sense of, maybe some of this affected Alex. It's almost like, he's had a hard time. It's like, well, bitch, you're part, you were part of that. You didn't stop it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. How do you think we got here?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I was surprised to see Ashley's mom in this powder blue power suit.
Yes.
She had a very like Hillary Clinton vibe. And I was like, oh, this is different than the lady that we met at the, when they first met the family. And she didn't even say 2 words,
Well, did she say any words here? She didn't say anything
Not
here
really.
either. It was all dad. Dad like pushes everyone away so he can run towards Ashley.
He sucks all the air out of the room. I mean, now, if you had to pick a wedding outfit, would you wear the power suit or the mermaid dress?
I think you have to do the power suit, right? The mermaid dress is just, it's going to draw a lot of attention to you and people are going to comment on it. The power suit, no one's going to, it's not hurting it. You know what I mean? It's innocuous.
Yeah. Agreed.
So,
yeah. And then,
all right. Is that the end of them?
I was just writing. Yeah. She rejects him before he can reject her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's that. Yeah. And again, I think that since he left soccer, I really don't think that he's done anything of significance. And I think that's another thing that really bothers him. So he always goes back to the soccer well.
Right.
So I'm confident. I'm this, I'm that. It's just like a soccer game. It's like, it's been a long time since you played. Like,
yeah. I heard someone talking about how, you know how, the core of his story is that he was going to be drafted but for this injury, the knee injury or whatever it was, he would have been drafted. Like that's a foregone conclusion. And someone was talking about how, and he's a goalie. So there's not that many positions for goalies, obviously. So it's even harder to get drafted. And this person was talking about the the league that he was trying to get drafted in is like one of the hardest leagues, to get into, and that, he there was a very low likelihood that he was going to be drafted.
I thought he
But
was
he's made
drafted.
this-
I thought he was drafted, that he was like a 6th round pick, that he was drafted and that he was drafted as part of this team. But what happened was that he only played for a little while because then the injuries were so bad. That's what I
'cause
thought.
I thought he was talking about how, he was supposed to be going with the team to the draft. And instead of sitting in a room, waiting to hear if you're drafted, he was sitting in a hospital or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he made it to the draft.
I feel like he was drafted. I feel like he did get drafted, but the reality is he did not really play of any significance on
Maybe that
this
was a different league that he could
team.
actually, but he maybe could have gotten drafted into one league, and he was trying to get drafted up to a higher league,
Mhm.
but he didn't. I don't know.
Well, but he
But-
played but his big claim, like he played soccer in college, right? And he kept saying it D1. I don't understand any of these sports
Division
things.
One.
So Division 1 means it's the best. So I could see, right? I mean, there's some cachet in that, right? Playing
Yeah.
D1. I don't know where he went to college.
Thousands and thousands of people play Division One sports, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't go. They don't.
Yeah, no,
go
most of
pro.
them don't.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a big accomplishment, but I don't know. But that's his story. That's his
Yeah.
story, And
Well, and he's
sticking to it.
he's trying to figure out, how do I not make this thing that I really, really wanted, and I have all this disappointment around it? How do I make sense of it, and how do I make it meaningful to me? But the problem is he hasn't done any work to figure out why it's meaningful to him. That's the problem. Like that's why the story never moves. It's
Mhm.
never, there's no reflection. There's never any
Mhm.
reflection on, I got hurt and I realize now that in the end that that soccer would have been a hard career. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something.
I don't know.
All right. So of course I had to laugh because I didn't know when I thought Christine and Vic's wedding was going to be, but when it came in at the end, I was like, oh yeah, they knew they needed us to leave on a high note. They know. They were like, oh God, we're
Yes.
so sorry. But look at these two.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, everything was perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, and we haven't really seen that much of them. This is the most we've seen of them. So it was like,
Well,
it was nice.
his sister is definitely his sister. There's no doubt.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
But she looks a lot like him. Like, oh,
yeah, and the mom,
that's his face.
They look like the mom. Yeah, there's strong resemblance.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mom and the sister are totally delightful, and
Christine's written them this nice card, probably telling
Mm-hmm.
them, how happy she is. Like, oh, so normal, so nice. Everyone's happy. Their words are
Yeah.
truthful.
yeah, and she brings this up a lot about how she has insecurity about her background, her family, her education. So, there's a lot of trauma going on there. I mean, I get the sense, like with Vic, he alludes to like maybe when he was younger, he maybe got in some trouble.
Mhm.
And, because he says to the mom after I came back from my first year of college, I said to you, how did you not, give up on me or something like that? And she's like, oh, I would never do that. And
Yeah.
so even though he might have had like some struggles, it sounds like his family of origin is very secure and stable and loving. So interesting, it's very interesting. These two found each other.
Yeah,
They
I think
seem to have what they need, the other person needs or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely think that she's insecure about the family stuff because I don't know. I don't know if she worries because he's got a PhD
Yeah.
that he's judging her or judging the family. And again, I think that's her own judgment of the family because I don't think he is at all. But yeah, they seem to be. It's funny when Vic talks about this, like, I don't think Vic's rebellion is really what. Do you know what I mean? Is well, what's
Probably
interesting,
wasn't that bad.
and this is what's interesting about it. is that while his rebellion, I don't think was that bad. I think being a Black man, I think that it is, it doesn't take much.
Right.
One wrong move, one wrong thing, that could be it. So there is that other piece of maybe he's sort of thinking like, you told me never to do this, never to do that. Like that's too, that'll put you in a bad situation or whatever that is. I don't know. But I just don't feel like they both got caught for smoking weed. Like, okay, like
I know, that's the worst thing.
Oh, please. Then you're the nicest person ever, That's the worst thing you've ever done.
Well, I found out watching one of Vic's videos. He's like, people ask me, what is it that I do? And so he's trying to explain his area of expertise. So he, because they always say he's in public policy, he teaches public policy, but he's a criminologist.
Yes.
He has a criminal justice background, and so he does public policy that's related to criminal justice. Like, I love you even more.
Do you think we could get Vic on our show? Should we reach out to him?
I think nothing to lose.
I mean, listen, he's a professional. We're professionals. Maybe we love to talk about criminal justice.
We love criminal justice.
And we love
talk.
You,
yeah.
We love you, Vic. I don't know. I think we should try.
We could try.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And it ended on a good note. And these two are happy. And God damn it, they better be together at that reunion or I'm going to lose my shit.
Oh, of course they are. I think we've seen them in real time, like videos or, no, they're together. Yeah. The whole thing, it's like, I don't know what to really say about this
there's
wedding.
Nothing to say.
Every moment of it was just so, beautiful. And, his teaching his friends the electric slide. It was so cute. And, I don't know. What do you say about it?
Beautiful couple, terrible television.
Yeah, it's too boring.
Yeah.
We meet, Christine's mom is there, of course. And then we meet her uncle who's in a kilt. And he really loves Vic.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting that he was like, hey, I haven't had a chance to tell you. Like, and I was like, that is that made me happy because that just like good. Like we, the audience, okay, everything that we're seeing, everything that we're feeling, absolutely.
Yeah,
we're not real. Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And then his sister, Shondell, she officiates the wedding. And Vic is so overcome with emotion, he can't even find his words.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. This just so lovely.
Yeah. Netflix is so lucky. Love is Blind. The producers are so lucky that these two came. I mean, because what would have happened was the last wedding would have been the Jordan and Amber wedding. Do you know what I mean? If these two didn't exist.
Yeah.
And then we're going to end on poor little Emma, like, deer in the headlights. So,
yeah. And I thought they both looked great. I really liked his light tan suit. You don't see that very often, but he can pull that off. And I liked her dress. I did not like that choker that she had that just cut off her. I mean, this is not 1995.
Yeah, I know.
She's wearing a choker. Oh, and then thankfully she was able to cover up her back tattoo with her veil. Did you see the two angel wings? So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought everyone's dresses were very pretty. I mean, I don't think anyone had a dress that I was like, oh, no. The only one was Amber style, I think. I mean, that would be the one I would like the least. I think part of it is just that bouffant hairdo, like the whole sort of.
Yeah.
It feels
too much curl.
It's a lot.
She didn't look like herself. And, Emma didn't either because they put a ton of curls in Emma's hair. And Emma doesn't wear her hair like that. Like they should have straightened it. I mean, she already has straight hair, but, they could have straightened it, made it nice and glossy and straight. And it would have looked maybe put a little bit of it up. But those curls, it's like, what are we doing? It doesn't look like her.
Yeah. No, and I think this is why people think that Amber's lying about her age. I don't think she has any reason to lie about her age, but I do think that the hairdo dates her.
Yeah, it does age
Someone
her.
needs to say to her, this is aging you. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So that is Love is Blind season 10. We've got the reunion coming up. And so that should be interesting. We do see Chris. He's there.
Yes.
He's
growing his hair out.
Yes.
It's like longer hair.
Yes. Yes. So we shall see. We shall see what happens.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of, just from the clips I've seen on TikTok, I think a lot is going to be revealed. Oh, yeah, because apparently there's rumors that Connor and Bree are still dating. What else? I don't know. There's all the Devontae stuff. But I did see in the preview for the reunion, there's a lot of people there from past seasons. And it's like, oh,
it's like, we don't care. We've moved on.
No, we don't care at all.
And if we cared, we'd be following them on Instagram.
Right.
Like we would already know what was going on in their lives. So you don't need to tell us. This is not, the 80s where this is the only way to see somebody.
Right. Unless it's in the TV Guide.
Yes, or some magazine somewhere.
The Inquirer. Yeah, we already know. We know that. Who's the couple that broke up that just had a baby?
Oh, Alexa and Brennan.
Yeah.
Well,
apparently he's already got a new girlfriend.
Oh, that I can believe. Men do move on pretty quickly. I mean, if they want to meet someone, they'll move on. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But at the same time, there's this. I feel like the producers just want to bring out their most successul couples,
right?
And
people
so
who are still together.
Keep emphasizing this over and over again. Love is blind. Love is blind. Is love blind? Blind. I cannot wait for the reunion to hear about the conversation between Brittany and Alex and how that landed with Ashley and.
Yeah, and what was really said. Maybe Brittany will let us in to what went down.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line of season 10, Love is Blind. If you enjoy us and our content, we have a Patreon. You can go check us out there where we get all the shows ad free. We do a weekly bonus. We, for our higher tier, we have an Ask Us Anything and a True Crime. There's other ways to support us in the show. You can subscribe so that you get all these episodes right there in your feed. You can leave us a 5-star rating and review. Those really do help us and help people find the show. You can tell a friend or 2 friends or 5 friends. We got a message today from someone from Denmark. Says she loves the podcast. I was like, I'd like to be in Denmark. What is that like?
Seems safe there.
Yeah. Can you adopt us? Can we live with you?
Yes. Can we come visit at least?
Yeah. For the next 3 years. But yeah, so if spread the word, and then you can also follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, anywhere. You can find our content and us. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
This message comes from Jackson. Taxes aren't something you can only think about once a year. With investments, planning for tax day is year-round. Fortunately, Jackson offers tax-efficient products. Visit jackson.com for more information on how our products can make your tax bill a little bit less painful. Jackson is short for Jackson Financial Incorporated, Jackson National Life Insurance Company, Lansing, Michigan, and Jackson National Life Insurance Company of New York, Purchase, New York.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Hannah Berner from Giggly Squad. Have you ever put on a bra that makes you feel like a goddess? Prepare to be obsessed with the Dream Angels Wicked Bra from Victoria's Secret, the iconic brand behind the world's most comfortable bras. And I only wear the most comfortable bras. The bestseller features an innovative sling for perfect lift without padding, and the fit is chef's kiss. Awaken your inner goddess with new colors and super femme lace embroidery. Find out why this bra has thousands of 5-star reviews and counting. Shop it in stores and online at victoriassecret.com.